first turn.
Good evening and welcome back to the Saratoga Race Course, News 10 ABC's summer home. I'm Elisa Streeter.
And I'm John Gray. So excited to have you with us, and everyone's excited. This is one of the greatest sports venues in the entire country and the oldest, and it's ready to kick off this Friday.
And soon the grandstand, the paddocks, everything's going to be open, and we're going to hear, and they're off. It'll be ringing in everyone's ears here.
And we're taking you along for the ride, 147th meet for the track here in Saratoga.
So what can we expect for the meet? Well, News 10 ABC's Liana Bonavita gives us a preview.
So much history has been made right here at the track, and with the best of the best returning to Saratoga this summer, you can expect some more memorable moments. The top trainer, a giant among men.
We've been fortunate over the years to win a lot of races at Saratoga, but I also appreciate how hard it is to win here.
Todd Pletcher poised to defend his 5th straight Saratoga training title, 11th total at the spa.
And hopefully, we can keep the ball rolling.
Or is this the year Chad Brown will stop that ball in its tracks? Will the Mechanicville native rise above runner-up? And in the jockey race, Erod Ortiz Jr. on a steady climb year after year. The two-time reigning track champ Javier Castellano should watch his back. Is this Erod's time to shine?
American Pharoah is finally the one! American Pharoah has won the Triple Crown!
And the biggest question of them all, will American Pharoah grace Spa City with his masterful presence? Will the Travers finally feature a Triple Crown champion once again? It's no guarantee. We know he'll race in the Haskell nearly 4 weeks before the Midsummer Derby, but that's all we know. So as of now, you can't count him out. Should American Pharoah race at Saratoga, he'd become the 8th horse to run at the Spa after winning the Triple Crown. But only one of those horses, Whirl Away, made it right here to the winner's circle after the Travers. At the track, I'm Liana Bonavita, News 10 ABC.
Thank you, Liana. Well, the 147th meet will feature 69 stake races and $18.7 million in purses. The prestigious Grade 1 Whitney will take place on August 8th, and the Grade 1 Travers, the oldest major stakes race for 3-year-olds in the nation, will celebrate its 146th running on Saturday, August 29th. Of course, there are plenty of other exciting races to catch during the 40-day meet. Be sure to head to news10.com for the full stakes schedule. And if you want to come out and enjoy a race and a beautiful day at the track, here's what you can expect to pay at the gate. Clubhouse admission is $8. The grandstand is $5. Gates open at 11 on weekdays and 10:30 on weekends. But on Travers Day, those prices will go up. To get in, it will cost $15 for the clubhouse and $10 for the grandstand. Gates on Travers Day open at 7 a.m.
Well, we now have a pretty good idea of what to expect here in the Spa City, and the excitement is really building.
So whether you're a first-time tourist or a seasoned local, there is so much more to discover inside and out of the track. And News 10 ABC's Nicole Hart is going to be here all season long to show it to you.
The gates are closed and locked right now, but in just a few days, this place will have thousands of people here cheering on the horses and enjoying the opening day atmosphere. But before these gates swing open, we wanted to head downtown to talk to people about the upcoming season.
I'm very excited, yeah.
We can't wait to greet everyone on opening day. It's going to be an exciting year.
Absolutely, we can't wait to go. Brody's going to be making his first bet.
So while there's a lot of excitement and buzz surrounding opening day at the track, there's also a lot of excitement about the city celebrating a milestone. We talked to the mayor, who says that the centennial birthday is adding a whole new flair.
The centennial alone is reason for the track to celebrate as well. You know, obviously the race course and thoroughbred racing is what makes Saratoga Springs so special.
Track goers agree across the board.
It's so much fun to see all the different people come from all over just to go to the Saratoga track. It's a beautiful track.
And Brody is pretty excited too. So as you can see for yourself, people are very excited about the upcoming season. I will be here all season long helping you discover Saratoga, so you can reach out to me via email, Facebook, or Twitter. Reporting outside the Saratoga Race Course, Nicole Hart, News 10 ABC.
Thanks so much, Nicole. Fans eagerly waiting for those gates to open on Friday. And you know what? There's also lots of new things for horse racing fans to see at the race course this year. An all-new Saratoga Walk of Fame will pay tribute to the legends of racing. It's located next to the carousel. It will house a number of plaques honoring industry leaders, owners, trainers, and jockeys. The track will also offer new hospitality areas for this summer's meet, an all-new sports bar in the lower carousel, and a premium section of Saratoga's coveted backyard picnic tables will be available for reservation. A summer at the track here is certainly a summer well spent, and this year there are some new attractions for the fans and special events just jam-packed with fun for everybody to enjoy. Berkshire Bank Family Mondays will return with an expanded program offering families an experience in a wide array of activities. The Taste of New York series will also be returning, giving fans a chance to enjoy a wide array of New York ciders, wines, spirits, craft beer, foods, and crafts. But that's not all. Sunday, July 26 will be the annual hat contest, so be sure to wear your best. August 5th, the race course will celebrate the 100th anniversary of the Spa City during Saratoga Centennial Day. The track will celebrate women in the industry for Fabulous Fillies Day. That's on August 13th. The Red Jacket Ceremony, which honors the greats of the game, will take place Friday, August 28th. And this is just a sample of the events taking place this year. Be sure to head to news10.com for a full calendar.
For loyal track fans, Sundays can be the best day of the week. And why is that? Because that's giveaway day, of course. Only there's a little twist to it this year. 2 of those giveaways are going to happen midweek. 4 items are going to be given away. So what are they? The first giveaway will help keep your face covered during those hot summer days. This Sunday, July 26th, fans will get this baseball cap. Then on Monday, August 3rd, fans will walk away with an item guaranteed to keep your food and drinks cold, this snazzy cooler bag. And on Wednesday, August 19th, fans can sport their brand new red and white Saratoga umbrella, perfect for keeping you covered, rain or shine. And finally, on the last Sunday of the meet, September 6th, fans will walk away with the Saratoga long sleeve t-shirt, just the right going away present to keep you warm with the memories of the season, until next year, of course. And be sure to follow News 10 ABC for all things Saratoga. Just head to 10andtoga.com for everything track related, from race results to highlights. And if you're out at the track, make sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Just use the hashtag 10intoga.
There are a lot of new and exciting events planned for the track this year, but you know what? There's also going to be an old voice that's missing.
That's right. Legendary announcer Tom Durkin will not be here this year.
This year, a new race caller is taking over. Still ahead, we'll introduce you to the new voice of Saratoga.
It is no surprise Saratoga attracts both locals and tourists. But if a trend continues, well, the capital region and Saratoga may be seeing a lot more tourists in the area. The Saratoga County Industrial Development Agency says a private study shows a growing economic impact from the track season. The annual summer meet generates $237 million in economic activity. But that's not all. It also creates nearly 2,600 jobs in the area.
More tourists means more first-time track goers, but this track can be a little bit tricky to figure out the first time. Here are some tips to make the most of your visit. There are a couple of rules that must be followed at the track. First, no smoking anywhere inside the building. Second, wardrobe. Everyone has to wear a shirt. You can wear shorts except in the box area and the terrace dining. Both of those locations have very strict dress codes, like no jeans, no shorts, no tank tops, and no sweatshirts. Now some helpful tips for first-timers. It's a Saratoga tradition that if you put a newspaper or something else right on a bench, that's your reserved seat. Another tradition, anyone coming to the track early can reserve a picnic table by putting their articles on that table. But you have to exit the track and pay to re-enter when the gates actually open up for racing. You can also set up a pop-up tent or umbrella in the backyard area, but you have to take them down if they obstruct anybody's view. You can bring in your own coolers, but no bottles are allowed. Cans are okay, though. And of course, make sure you have cash before you come to the track. The ATMs inside the race course do have a higher rate. Now to the betting. You can bet for as little as $1, but don't wait until right before another race to collect.
He's been the voice of Saratoga for 43 years, but this year, the extraordinary Tom Durkin will not be gracing us with those wild calls of his.
Now, Durkin retired last year, but he is passing on the microphone into some very good hands. The voice of the Triple Crown and the Breeders' Cup, Larry Comas.
And News 10 ABC's Lydia Colbina introduces us to the new voice.
While he has big shoes to fill following Tom Durkin, Larry Comas has already had an amazing year, calling the first Triple Crown winner in decades.
And here it is. The 37-year wait is over. American Pharoah is finally the one. American Pharoah has won the Triple Crown.
But he's not celebrating by going to Disney.
People have asked me, all right, you've called a Triple Crown. What could you possibly have to look forward to? And I had one word for them. Saratoga.
In fact, Saratoga is something he's looked forward to since he was a kid.
When you're a kid and growing up and you want to be a race caller, you want to be here. And I'm here.
Tom Durkin isn't giving the new guy any advice, and Coleman says he just plans to be himself. But he does want to thank his predecessor.
I want to thank him as a fan because I thought his calls just brought the excitement of this game to a new level. And I want to thank him as a race caller because I think we all got better because of how great his calls were.
Concern of final thrust, but it is Holy Bull as game as a racehorse could be coming down to the wire. Holy Bull wins! What a hero!
It's a bloodline that permeates thoroughbred horse racing today.
And it all started in Saratoga's backyard.
If it had not been for the Sanford breeding stock in that day, in those days, these horses wouldn't be on the track today.
Still ahead, Mark Baker will introduce you to the Sanfords and show you where their contributions to the industry all began. A new exhibit at the Racing Hall of Fame focuses on the legacy of one of the original Saratoga families, the Sanfords.
Now, they employed thousands at their carpet mills in Amsterdam, and they wanted to give back to the community. If you stop by the exhibit, you'll see their story told through artwork, rare artifacts, photographs, and video.
In 1880, the family began achieving notable success at the Saratoga Race Course, and since 1913, the Sanford Stakes for 2-year-olds has been run at the track with legends like Secretariat and Affirmed winning the race. It's also the only event in which Man o' War suffered his lone career defeat.
But it was the family's Hurricane stock farm that really put its mark on horse racing.
News 10's Mark Baker toured the old grounds and gives us a look inside the rich heritage.
Hurricane got its name from the strong westward winds that come flowing out of the Mohawk Valley. Very fitting, as the Sanford Stud Farm has had a sweeping influence on horse racing in Saratoga.
At the heart of it all, the Broodmare Barn. It's like a home to Lou Sam Hildebrand, whose late father and namesake jockeyed for the Sanfords.
The Sanford family was probably one of the most important families that ever settled in the Mohawk Valley.
What started as a stock farm gained fame as a breeding and trading ground for thoroughbreds.
First of all, in 1916 Kentucky Derby, won by George Smith, great little horse. And then in 1923, Sergeant Murphy became the first American horse to win the English Grand National, which is not a small endeavor.
And these immense stables truly fit for a champion.
These are 12 by 16 by 12 feet high.
They treated the horses well.
Oh, he spoiled them. He doted on his animals.
And there are the people behind the horses.
Let's go in the training ring.
This is where Hall of Fame trainer Holly Hughes plied his skills to train steeple race horses.
But he used to sit here in a wicker chair by this post, and he had a coachman's whip. And around here he would put 4 or 5 little sawhorses, about that high, 18 inches, and he would have them go over around this continually.
And it's where rare bonds were made.
My father said that's as close as he's ever going to have come in his life to a horse whisperer. It was Jimmy Seymour. He said Jimmy, when he was on the horse's back, was actually a part of the horse.
Wow. And they didn't have to go far to race, with the track just outside.
It started right where those bushes were, came around like this, and right about here is where it started to bend, and that would be the apex of it right there.
On Sunday afternoons, upwards of 20,000 would come to watch the Sanford Matinee Trials.
It was carnivalesque. It was like a circus atmosphere.
But it came time to post for Toga. The horses walked the 27 miles because Sanford didn't believe in motorized transportation.
They left here around 1 in the morning with 30 to 35 horses. Half were ridden and half were led.
And after the races, back to the barn, to the stairs, worn thin by the tired feet of jockeys heading to bed.
But that's 100 years of stepping on those stairs by little people.
And those stalls that fed the horses, that fed a pedigree.
They perpetuated a bloodline that is just, it permeates thoroughbred racing.
This rich history is carried on even through today. Sam figures that on a given day at Saratoga, 1 out of every 5 horses racing has Sanford blood racing through its veins. Reporting from the Sanford Stud Farm in Amsterdam, Mark Baker, News 10 ABC.
The race course has been around for more than 150 years.
But the city that the track calls home, that's a little bit younger. That's right, this year Saratoga Springs turned 100, and you can bet the city is celebrating in style. But do you know what finally put Saratoga on the map? We'll tell you when we come back. From the restaurants to the Performing Arts Center, the Mineral Springs, and lots of outdoor activities, Saratoga offers a lot for tourists and the locals alike. And this year is special. The city's celebrating all that and more as they bring in a milestone birthday. On April 7th, the city officially turned 100 years old, and a year's worth of celebrations are taking place. But how did it all get started? Well, Saratoga was known for its casinos and legal gaming tables. But it wasn't gaming that first attracted people to the Spa City. It was the Mineral Springs that put Saratoga on the map. And as Saratoga celebrates its 100th birthday, Centennial Park has a new permanent resident. Seeing a horse at Saratoga is nothing new, but there's something new in the heart of the city, this beautiful statue of a horse, complete with lots of very nice landscaping around him. All of it paid for with a donation from Mary Lou Whitney and her husband John Hendrickson.
Something else you will want to see, a beautiful part of Saratoga's rich history, tucked away behind the trees, yet right next to the track. Yaos Garden, 400 acres of beauty. Founded in 1900 by the financier Spencer Trask and his wife Katrina, Yato became an artist community after tragedy took all 4 of their young children's lives. The mansion is only open to the artists studying there, but the Yato Gardens are open to the public, and they are a picturesque place filled with romance. Many a couple have gotten engaged or married in these lush surroundings, and an army of volunteers from the Yato Gardens Association keeps the roses blooming and the garden green. And all of this is just a hop, skip, and a jump from the track.
They should stop here just to view the beautiful roses, but to relax for a little bit, get away from that hustle bustle, and maybe look at the racing form where it's quiet.
The gardens will be open until Labor Day. They have tours on the weekends and Tuesday during track season for $10 a person. Just check out our website for more information on dates and times.
Well, they are a feet-tapping, swing-dancing, infectious jazz band sure to put a big old smile on your face.
Reggies Red Hot Feet warmers have been around for more than 20 years, but in the summer, the track is their home. Still ahead, we'll introduce you to Saratoga's house band. If you're at the track, you have got to check out this one musical group. They'll get you dancing. They'll put a smile on your face. We're talking about Reggies Red Hot Feet warmers.
They've been doing jazz here for nearly 30 years. Everybody loves them. News 10 ABC photojournalist Rick Easton introducing us to Saratoga's house band.
There's nothing like coming to the track and being greeted by the music of Reggies Red Hot Feet warmers. Since the 1980s, Reggie, Doc Scanlon, Peter Davis, and Tommy Shields have become a fixture here, entertaining countless track goers with their signature blend of swing, jazz, and Dixieland.
Everybody in the band looks forward to it. We come up here and we play for the people traveling around. Families come in front of us, little kids. It's probably their first exposure to live music. They just immediately start dancing. You know, everybody parades past us, everybody from the richest people in the world to just regular people, and they all enjoy it at the same time.
Oh, the stars that shine above will light our way to love.
They're also joined by an ever-rotating cast of characters, musicians and friends from all over.
You know, it keeps it fresh. You know, you play with different people, you adjust to their styles, you find out what they know and what you know together. Putting down the song list for the day. We have a revolving personnel here at Saratoga, so we never know what we know until we start playing it. And you know, the heart of jazz is improvisation, and we're always improvising. And can we hold back on the da-da-da-da-da and da-da-la-da-la? Yeah,
What?
Don't do that stuff today.
What?
Yeah.
That's Jackie Gleason.
Yeah, well, Jackie Gleason doesn't appear 10 times a day, okay?
But all day, Thursdays through Sundays, Reggie and the band are moving throughout the grounds and always ending up in their favorite spot just outside the clubhouse, where they often add dancers from New York City to the show. It's a perfect mix of old-time entertainment for the country's oldest sporting venue, and a tradition that Reggies Red Hot Feet warmers hope to continue for a long time to come.
Every year when I come back, it's like I never left. It just seems like home, and it's going to keep going forever, I hope.
It's like a fair, very easygoing place, and people are in a good mood and happy.
So yeah, you're playing in the great outdoors and the trees and, you know, the fresh air. Sometimes I can't believe I get paid for this, but don't tell them.
Well, it's a heaven right here on earth, in the land of those dreams, way down yonder in New Orleans.
Well, it's almost time for the gates to open for those fans to come flooding in, and we're really excited to be here to spend the summer with you.
We will be broadcasting live Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, every one of them through the meet. Can't miss us.
So whenever you're up here one of those days, please make sure you stop on by. You can't miss our set. Say hello. We'd love to see you, and we'll see you on Friday.